So welcome again. Our session today is about balance and strength training. Our speaker today is Nurys Saldana. I met Nurys through our Upland program in Middle Ground Center. She is a certified personal trainer and she specializes in chronic conditions. She has a master's in sports medicine and is now a doctorate in health science. She's studying towards it. So Nurys comes from a lot of experience working with seniors, all age groups, and we are so blessed to have her today. Nurys, you're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself and I'll add the spotlight on you. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that nice introduction. And yes, today I'm planning this to be a very interactive session where you can participate, ask questions, and also I will sharing some information with some slides. And then we're going to get up and exercise. And I just wanted to ask beforehand, everybody has a
Yes.
band?
I have. Most people do, some people may not.
Okay, we're gonna have both, some with a band, some weight-bearing exercises that you can do at home with no equipment. All right, Nisha and I has the same one. Excellent. Very good.
I have a green one. I don't know.
Yes, yes, any will work. All right. I cannot see everyone, so I don't know if people still need some time to bring their band, but if I could share my screen. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Excellent. So today's session is about strength and balance training for the elderly, but really anybody can actually benefit from strength and balance training. And we also want to go to why it matters for healthy aging, right? How can we set up ourselves for success as we age? But I have a little kind of like icebreaker, and anybody can participate either unmuting themselves if that's possible, or you can share it on the chat. I have sorry, I'm getting like some people are in the waiting room.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
No okay, worries. Thank you. So I'm going to be reading a statement and you can either raise your hand if you think it's a fact or hand down if it's a myth, or you can share on the chat if whatever you think it is. So first one is, do you think strength and balance training are important for aging? This is a discussion. Yes. Yes. Most people are saying yes. Yes. All right. Very good. So do you think it's a myth or a fact? Older adults should avoid strength training to prevent injuries.
Should avoid strength training. Yes.
Older adults should avoid strength training, you know, working with weights and dumbbells.
Yes, yes, they should avoid.
I said no.
You said no?
You said it's a myth?
I said no too, because
Ismet says it's a fact.
Recognizing our strength, we should limit our whatever the strength training. We should use the lower weights and all that. So we can accordingly plan our the exercise, the strength training. You know.
So you're saying we can do it, but just a well-planned exercise program.
Yes.
Well, the statement was, should older adults avoid strength training to prevent injuries? And it is a myth.
Yes.
Right? You should not avoid it, but just like they were sharing.
No, avoid was the
Just like they were sharing, you can include, you know, with the right progression, exercises, you know, weight-bearing exercises, and avoid getting the injuries that might come if you just come and start lifting weights without knowing your fitness level and what you're capable, or taking into account injuries or any other things in your body. Okay, here's another statement, and you can tell me if it's a myth or a fact. Balance training can reduce fall risk by over 40%.
I think it's a fact.
Yes.
Me
sir.
too. I think it's a fact, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
not a
it
myth.
is it is a fact. Yes, balance training can reduce your risk of falling by over 40%. We all have risk of fall. We're all, there's something, it might be something we trip on, or if we have older injuries, or we are very unfamiliar area that we don't know our way to how and can affect our gait. Yes, we all have a risk of falling, but doing regular balance training our stability, reaction time, endurance, can reduce our fall risk by 40%. And that's really, really a good number for us. So one more icebreaker statement. It's too late to build strength after 60. It's not
No,
going to
it's-
happen. You're
it's
not
a-
going to build
it's a
No,
muscle.
it's a myth.
It's a
Myth.
myth.
Is it a myth or a fact?
A myth.
Myth.
It's too
Myth.
late. No, it's not too late.
It's never too late.
That's the myth.
Correct. It's never too late to build strength after 60. Proper diet and proper progression of exercises and the right resistance training routine can definitely help you build strength, muscle endurance, muscle tone, correct muscle imbalances, all that. So you guys are too smart. Very good. Thank you for participating. So then we were saying, why do you think strength and balance training are important for aging? Why should we include it in our exercise routine or be mindful of having that included?
Well, it
So
could
that
help
we don't fall.
falls if your balance is good.
To check if your balance is good?
I said, if you have good balance, that can help prevent falls.
Correct, yes.
I think balance is the most important thing that allows us to move around, walk around, not be dependent on anybody else.
Yes, thank you for sharing all those things, yes. Why strength and balance training matter for aging? Look at this, by age 70, muscle mass can decline by up to 30%. And that's when we start seeing, if we have that sharp decline or that big decline in muscle endurance and muscle mass, we can see getting fatigued faster, not being able to walk, having body aches, back pain, knee pain, all that. So it is important to maintain muscle mass. Also, 1 in 4 adults over 65 fall each year. That's the CDC in 2022, some stats that they put out there. And so it's a big community, big number. 1 in 4 people can fall each year.
Thought
Also,
it was more than that.
we don't want to be part of the stats, right? Strength training slows muscle loss and improves mobility. That's important. Someone was talking about being independent, not needed to depend on, a walker, a cane, or someone, to get your independence and your movement and your mobility. So balance exercises can help you with that. Also, preventing falls, preventing injuries, improving your mobility. So the key message is that aging doesn't mean that you're going to lose strength. I'm old, so I'm going to be frail, I'm going to be weak. All right. So it is very important to maintain ourselves healthy, mobile, and include these exercises in our daily lifestyle, right? To maintain our independence. Now, some benefits from strength training. We talked about some already, but preserves your muscle mass. And that in turn helps prevent being frail, not being able to go up the stairs, for example, or if I go on the floor, I can't come up from the floor without assistance, or it's like, I'm never going to the floor because that's like, I'm not coming up. Those are indications that you might be getting frail and need some, to include some strength training exercises in your program. Also, another benefit of strength training, it improves your bone density. All right, so that's very important to maintain strong, healthy bones, because if we fall or we trip, we want to maintain the structure of our bone density of our bones and reduce fracture risk. That's really important. I have, as Sainid was mentioning, my specialty is chronic conditions, so I get a lot of people with problems with arthritis or stroke, that they have mobility problems, and inevitably they're going to trip or fall, and most of them, they reduce that risk of falling and having to go into, hip surgery because of the training that we do, right? Another benefit is that it boosts your metabolism. Having healthy, increasing your muscle mass also supports your metabolism, allows you to burn more calories more efficiently, and that's important to maintain. And also, like they were saying earlier, bingo, enhances your independence. Make your daily activities easier, going up and down the stairs, going on the floor, picking up heavy things, taking the groceries in and out of your car, things like that are very important. And this information and more is available at the National Institute of Aging and also the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So you can get a lot of this information. Also, benefits of balance training. Reduces the risk of fall, as we were talking, because it improves your stability. It enhances your coordination. Balance is not only training your stability and like holding, standing in one leg, for example. There's so many other exercises. We're going to go over a few of them today that improves your coordination, that translates to better gait and less chances and less risk of falling. Preventing dizziness and unsteadiness. That's also another good balance benefit from training. Also supports your mobility, making standing for long periods of time easier, walking long distances easier, and ultimately it boosts your confidence. That the fear of falling can actually makes you fall, make you more prone to fall. We start, like I call furniture walking, that you hold onto everything because you're so afraid of falling. Just that means you might be losing your confidence on your own ability to maintain balance and stability. Right? And some of you have bands, but we also have some weight-bearing exercises that we can do. Strength training exercises with resistance bands that we can do. Seated row, leg press with bands, bicep curls, lateral band walks. All those things are very beneficial in improving the muscle strength, muscle endurance around the core muscles. The muscles are important for our posture, lower body strength, upper body strength, and also hip hinge, hip exercises. That is part of your core, but hip hinge is one of the exercises that gets sometimes put aside and not included in programs, and it's really, really important. Also, body weight exercises are really important to maintain balance and strength. Easier sit to stand, wall push-ups, heel raises, right? Shifting your body weight back and forth, marching in place. All that enhances your stability, coordination, leg strength, and so forth. Ankle strength as well. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for now, and then I'll start sharing again. Can you all see me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Does anybody has any question of the information that has been shared so far?
Yeah.
Nisha had a comment, I'm 70 and play table tennis 5 to 6 days a week. That's excellent. that covers everything. Balance, eye-hand coordination, you need to use your core, stamina, everything. So that's amazing, Nisha. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, okay. So let's start doing some exercises. And I'm gonna turn one of my lights on. Just a second. All right. Can you see me better now?
Yes.
All right, very good. So let's start with some balance exercises that you need no equipment. I'm gonna place my camera down so you can see my feet a little bit better. Okay, if you have a chair at home, this is something also that you can add to just for stability exercises and safety, you know, something, a counter, something that you can hold on. If some of these exercises are kind of unstable, you feel unstable, then you can also have something to support you. Now, support meaning is not leaning on it. You want that to be able to maybe regain your balance, and 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger, that's okay. All right, safety is crucial in these exercises. All right. So now I don't know if you're doing it with me. I can't see people. I'm sorry?
You can't see her.
All right.
Cameras are on. I don't know why you you can't see us.
Yeah, some are doing it, some are not. Yeah, that's okay. You can go ahead.
The camera
Okay.
is on.
Okay, cool. Very good. So we're gonna start with your feet about shoulder width apart. Again, have something, maybe a wall or a chair that is nearby. We're gonna start with warming up. And basically, we're just gonna shift our body weight to the ball of our feet, lifting our heels, and then rocking back, shifting the body weight to your heels and lifting the toes. So rocking back and forth, right? Just gonna start from the bottom up, doing some basic exercises. Now, some people usually tell me, oh, I don't have time to do these exercises. I'm like, you can be waiting at the grocery store, you can be brushing your teeth, and you can integrate easily a lot of balance exercises that can help you, right? So this is shifting your body weight back and forth, lifting the toes, lifting the heels, all right? Very good. And let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. All right. So in balance, when we train balance, we want to hit all the components of balance, right? We want to do stability exercises. We want to do strength training exercises to improve your muscle strength and endurance. We want to also do dynamic balance exercises those are more functional. Also, we want to challenge our vision, that is very important in balance and perception, and also our inner ear, okay, a vestibular system. So rocking back and forth can engage a little bit of the vestibular system, moving our heads right and left, up and down. So just want to make a disclaimer now. If you start feeling dizzy, like a vertigo, or if you had vertigo episodes, these are not for you. Yeah, these exercises will modify it for you and give you something else. All right.
Sorry, for the ball, the heel and the ball for vertigo people, you shouldn't do it?
Moving your head up and down, right
Oh,
and left.
that one. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yes. All right. Thank you for the question. So now, if you have space, you're going to lift your heels and shift the body weight to the ball of your feet and your big toe. And we're walking, moving from the hip. I'm going to walk around my chair. I hold these Barbie feet, all right, with your heels up, right? And then see if you can go backwards. And I'm walking back. I'm walking around my chair carefully and see, all right? And you can try again, lifting your heels, moving from the hip, second set, going around. You can move around the space you're at with the heels all the way up. and back. All right, did you make it?
Yes.
All right. The next one, remember we were rocking back and forth, right? Now we're going to shift the body weight to our heels, lifting the toes, and we're going to walk on our heels. And this is really important. Training our brain, sending information, shifting your body weight to your heels. If you can go backwards, retrace your steps back, right? Heels up, all the way. And stop. And you might feel your lower leg muscles, your anterior tibialis, maybe on fire or burning. Anybody feels that?
Oh.
And that's a very important muscle that normally we don't train much. But when we are walking, when we do a step and we want to land on their heels, we need to lift the toes to land on our heel. That's a very important muscle group to add, to strengthen. Right? And it improves our balance and our gait. Yes.
Okay.
Another one, if you have a chair, we can do some sit to stand. Sit to stand. Sitting. Now, when I sit, a lot of people sit and put the heels behind the knees. So in some body mechanics, because we want to, if you have trouble getting up from a chair, you don't have the strength to carry your body weight or endurance, then we start cheating a little bit. And we lean forward and use the momentum to lift our butt from the chair, and then we do a back extension. Some people do that, right? But challenge yourself today and having your heels right under your knees, like at 90 degrees. If this is hard for you, you can also add a pillow, blanket, something to start from a higher angle to get up from a chair, right? And then you stand up. Imagine there's a wall right in front of your knees. I don't want to hit my head in the wall. I want to go straight up and sitting down.
Oh.
2 and 3.
It's not that easy. Because we are used to bending forward.
Yes,
Yes,
or
I am.
you might be used to holding onto something,
Yeah.
grab something to pull your body up. So that doesn't allow your thigh muscles to work, right? The right muscles to fire, your buttocks, your quads, hamstrings, right? Your thigh muscles. So that's important. So
If
it
your
will take
knee
a little bit
hurts,
of
then
body mechanics. That wall in front is important. You can move your chair close to a wall, and that will give you like a reference to stand up. Also, you might start higher, as I was saying. This is 90 degrees, but you might start at 45 degrees and start building strength at that angle, then go lower and lower and lower and lower. Now, exercises that you can do at a gym or with a band can speed up your exercise or your strength gains. So if you have a band, this is a modification that you can do for that exercise to strengthen your legs. I'm placing the band, and by the way, the band needs to be at least 5 feet. You have 5, 6 feet, this is great, okay? If it's too short, don't worry, I'll show you another version. Feet shoulder width apart, and you step on the band, and you pull the band up to your hips. If that's too light, this is a very light band. If I want more resistance, I can wrap the band around my hands. Yes, chair is behind me. So I sit, and then the resistance of the band, right? I'm pulling that using my leg strength. And then the band wants to pull me down, and I have to decelerate my landing. I don't want to plump, right? Stand up and slowly sit down. Make sure your heels are right under your knees, and you stand up a few more times. If you have a long band like me, you can also bring the band up to your shoulders and add even more resistance Yes.
I
If
have
you
a
have
question.
and maybe you cannot put both feet, you can do 1 foot at a time.
I have a
Right.
question. If your knee hurts, what am I doing wrong?
One more time.
One of my knees is hurting. What am I doing wrong when I
Who's
get up?
talking?
I'm Yasmin. I'm
Jazz,
Yasmin. Okay.
you have your camera on?
Yeah. I'm waving my hand.
Yes, I can see you now.
When I get up, one of my knees sometimes hurts. What am I doing wrong?
Maybe you're not doing anything wrong. I don't, if you do a couple, I might be able to tell you. But if you have arthritis on the knee, a previous injury, or you have a
Mhm.
muscle imbalance that one leg is stronger than the other, you might see it reflected that way.
Oh,
And
okay.
another way you can do, that's a good question. We ideally want to gain strength here, but you might want to put one foot in front of the other, maybe your weak leg in the front, and try pushing with the good knee up. And that's another way that you can start building strength. Right? How does that feel?
Yeah, thank you. That helps. Really
Yes.
appreciate it.
So you can modify the exercises for
Okay.
it to start building strength. So you're
Alright.
not putting all the body weight immediately on that knee for
Okay.
whatever reason is a bit sore, maybe.
Yeah.
Are
All
you
right.
the one playing pickleball? I mean, tennis?
No, not me.
Yes. So far we've worked on ankle strength, which is a foundation. These are building blocks in our strength and posture and stability. Now, legs and hips. If you have a band for the hips, you can, the band, make it smaller and wrap it around your thighs, right? Wrapping around your thighs, make a loop here. Mid-thigh, you don't want it on top of your knees. I'll show this exercise first. And your feet apart, and you can bring your chair. Everybody can stand up. And if you don't have a band, that's fine. You're going to be kicking out to the side, working the hip muscles. We can do it with a band or without a band. 3, 4, keep your back straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then I'm just moving my chair to the other side, or you can turn around. Keep the feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back, and 10 leg raises, lateral leg raises to work on the hips. This is working the core. Very important muscle for stability and strength. So you're doing a combination here, working on stability on that support leg and also strength training. 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Is it burning a little bit?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Very good. If you have a band, let's work now on the back and the core. We're going to do 2 for the price of 1 here. With a band, I put 1 foot forward. The band is in the forward foot. And the opposite hand is going to grab the band.
Ma'am, you need to go further back because we can't see, at least I can't see your feet. Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So if my left foot is forward, I put the band underneath and I'm going to grab it with my right hand. Okay. Again, if this is too easy and your band or too long, you can make it shorter, choking on the band or wrap it around. Okay. And this is a roll. Roll.
Okay.
Elbow back. Like starting a
Only with one hand?
one hand.
Arm?
My right hand is helping me balance
Okay.
if I need to. And just the opposite hand, keep that elbow close to your body and rotate your torso as you pull and bring the elbow back, and you're rowing. This is working your lats, your biceps, your obliques. And let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Very good. Then we go to the other side. Okay. If you don't have any way, like even a water bottle will do it right now. So you want to roll, do this motion. If you have the band, you're going to use that resistance. Yes. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Couple more, and these are also serving as a warm-up for the other balance exercises we will do. If you have a band, you're going to put the band right under your armpits, behind you. Okay. You can do it standing or sitting. You can choke on the band. Keep the elbows down, shoulders back, chest up, and just extend your arms forward. Inhale, exhale. Yes. Good. Without the band, it's like doing a chest press, or you can go to a wall and do wall push-ups. Yes. So you can still join us. Going to a wall push-ups. So you do it standing up with your hands to the wall. All right. I'll demonstrate a wall push-up. You put your hands shoulder width apart and extend your arms on the wall and drop your chest towards the wall and push out.
Very.
Yes. All right. Very good. I think we're warm a little bit, right? So I love the band, because even if you're traveling, you have your whole gym right here using your body weight and resistance training. And like if you don't have access to a gym or, resistance equipment, this is usually easy enough to get. Some people, even physical therapy companies, say, here, give it to you. Any questions so far?
I don't think so. Any question?
Yeah. All
There were
right.
some people wanted to know about like if they have cramps, what to do, any suggestions for that, or the other one was about arthritis, like if some people have arthritis, any exercise. So I mean, you don't have to share it now, maybe later, but those were 2 things that came up in the past.
Yes, well, it depends where the arthritis, in the spine, on the knees, hands,
Knees.
and knees.
Yes.
Knees, yes. So some of the exercises, actually, the best thing for arthritis is to move, right? If you don't move, but moving sensibly. Maybe even starting with water exercise. People that have severe arthritis, the water is very soothing, and you can use the water resistance. Okay, a lot of my, clients, some come with a walker with a lot of long history of pain, discomfort, and then the water suits all that pressure on the spine and the joints, and it's warm normally. Even if you don't have a pool, maybe a jacuzzi, something, or a warm bath, to start getting those joints ready for movement. But actually movement is good. If you can walk, march in place, that starts building some fluid for your joints and help you move better. And then after you have done the proper warm-up, then you can start adding some resistance with a band or weight bearing. I don't know if that answered that question.
Yes, it did.
And let's stand up and try some balance exercises. And as I said, we're going to go over all the components of balance here. If you have vertigo, I will give you like pointers of what to do, how to modify it for you. Okay? So let's stand up. My light is going out again. Excuse me again. Sorry. I have sensor lights all over. So hopefully everybody can see me, can see my feet. And again, I have my setup with my chair next to me. We did some weight shifting exercises, right? We're gonna have our feet shoulder width apart. And you want to have soft knees when you do balance exercises. Being stiff and really tight is not better for balance. The more relaxed you are with the weight on your heels, you can wiggle your toes to make sure the weight is shifted back on your heels. We want to take inventory of our alignment. Alignment is power. Shoulders back, abs in, right? And double chin is good, right? Pushing your chin back. So basically, if I'm sideways and if I start this way, I'm exaggerating. So I want to do this hip hinge and engage my glutes, my abs, shoulders back, chin back. So I have a good alignment. So shifting our body weight, I want my knees to have a 5 to 10 degree bend. And I shift my body weight side to side, to the right and to the left. You want to be familiar with this feeling and send that information to your brain, right? Now, we transfer body weight to the right leg. And we're going to point forward. Then I move that leg and point to the side. Then I move that leg and point back. And I return the same way, side and front. So this is a leg excursion, as we call it. And I have a 3 point. 1, 2, and 3. And I return the same way. Now, the leg that is support is carrying a lot of the weight. If you have pain with this one, maybe you do less repetitions. This is easy for you. You're going to take that foot, the toe up the floor, and swing your leg, taking in an excursion all the way back, and return the same way. Inhale, exhale, every time. And as I said, smile. And if you can't smile, don't do it, right? If this is something that gives you any type of discomfort, we can find a modification for you. Same exercise on the other side. Feet about shoulder width apart, soft knees, transfer the body weight to the opposite leg, and point. You can do a 3 point leg stability exercise, leg excursion. That knee supporting leg is dragging your toes. Yes. And again, if this is easier, if you want to challenge, swing that leg all the way to the front, to the back, moving from the hip. Inhale, exhale. And the chair should be next to you if you lose stability. Or a wall. 3. And 2. And the last one. And relax. So that's a stability exercise that you can do. Now, I want you to try feet together. One way to train your balance is challenging your base of support from shoulder width apart, 2 feet together. We're narrowing the base of support, and that's another challenge. If you stand on a pillow and your feet together, now you have an unstable surface and a narrow base of support, so it's more challenge for your stability. But the floor will work just fine. Yes, and then arms across your chest. And another component of balance is your vision. If it's safe for you to do, close your eyes with your feet together, back straight for 10 seconds. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Arms down. Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to challenge your base of support a little bit more. You're going half step forward, what we call a half tandem. So if I'm sideways from the feet together, one foot is going to come halfway forward. So now that's going to challenge our stability even more. Arms across your chest, back straight. Double chin is good, remember? And close your eyes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes. Other foot halfway forward. Arms across your chest, and you know the drill. We're going to close our eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. All right, how are we doing?
Yeah, but it was not a challenge as such, but it was easy, like the feet together.
Feet together, and then one foot slightly in front. Now we're going to put full tandem, heel and toe, like you're walking on a beam in straight line. Right? This might be more of a challenge. Now, arms across your chest, if you can, and close your eyes. Soft knees, weight on your heels. Keep going. 5, 4, 2, 1. Open your eyes. You make it okay?
Mhm.
Other foot forward. And these are things you can do every day to train your stability. While you feel wobbly, if you feel wobbly, anybody feels wobbly? That's the exercise. You're sending information to your brain to regain stability and balance. The problem is when you just go, right?
Mhm.
And your body doesn't know how to react. So feet to one in front of the other foot, arms across your chest, and close your eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was lovely too. How do you do?
Good.
All right. Then we have another one. Now we're gonna walk in that straight line, and you can go halfway to semi-tandem or full tandem. Right? 1, 2, 3, forward, and then back. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So we're walking heel to toe, 3 forward, 3 back. That's what the lower body will do. Next, we're gonna step forward and gaze to the right, moving our heads to the right. Step forward, gaze to the left. Step forward and gaze to the right. Then let's go backwards and move your head. Back and move your head. And back and move your head. If you had vertigo, you can stay on walking forward and backwards, heel to toe. All right. And if you have vertigo and you're not to move your vestibular system up and down and right and left, you can do, everybody can follow this one too. Step 1, 2, 3, and then drop your hips like you're going to tie your shoes or shoelaces and come up and walk 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and squat. And forward again. 1, 2, 3. Going down, heels down, and last one. 1, 2, 3, and squat down and up. Yes. So now we're challenging the base of support, adding movement, and the vestibular system. And in the previous one, we were challenging the eyesight. If you're challenging the base of support and moving and eyes closed, you have to make sure it is a safe area for you, right? Or you have something to hold on. If you have a counter or a chair, it's a lot better. Or you can progress the other exercises and leave this one for later in your training. Any questions so far? Has it been challenging?
Yes, the one that when you have to turn your head sideways, that was
Yeah.
little difficult to balance.
Yes. And then you're gonna do another one. That's even more challenging. So feet about shoulder width apart, transfer the body weight and kick forward. And arms come up. And see if you can look up to the ceiling and then down to your foot. So you're moving your head, tilting your head back and then down. So now we have a small base of support, weight coming away from the midline, challenging that stability. And we're challenging our eyesight and ear, inner ear, looking up and down.
Oh my God.
Foot down, arms down, transfer body weight to the other side, kick forward, arms come up, and move your head up and down again. If you have vertigo, you don't have to move your head up and down. You can just keep doing, holding the stability for 5 or 10 seconds.
If you can't do it, what does that mean? That
Well, as you do it, you create the adaptations, right? You send that feedback. If you don't,
if you
you're
have
not
both your
really
arms
stable
up, you
now.
have nothing to support on. Otherwise, just hold on to the chair a little and then balance yourself again. But with the arms up, you are totally without
Yes,
any
so now you depend a lot more of your
on
endurance,
feet,
muscle
the leg.
endurance and strength and stability of your ankle and knee. And then you're challenging that stability with your eyes going up and down, your inner ear. So it's very challenging. So it's a progression. But you create adaptation. You set feedback to your brain, like I was saying, and that eventually should start getting easier. But you don't start all the way here, right? You start building the strength with the other exercises. This is like a progression.
Yes.
You can challenge the stability alone, the vision alone, the eye tracking alone, and then integrate all of them. So it's very challenging, right? But
Even
ultimately, we send information to our brain so it knows how to respond when we lose stability.
the standing on your one foot is also a challenge. Just standing on your one foot. You can't stand for too long.
Yes.
One leg is weaker than the other. One is like a
Yes.
stronger leg.
And those muscle imbalances can be things that can be addressed with resistance training. So both legs can be almost equal, right? And that in turn will reduce your risk of falling, right? That's what we want, to maintain that integrity. Okay, I hope this is just a few of exercises that you can do for strength and balance and integrating both of them. If I can share my slides again. Just to right, we have some takeaways, hopefully from today. And it's that strength training. We need to do strength training. Doesn't matter your age. You can always increase and improve your muscle mass, your bone health, and ultimately it improves your independence. That is something that, is very important. Balance training is very important to prevent falls and improve stability. And you can do it at any time. You can do this exercise even every day, and you can integrate it in other activities that you do. You can start with easy home-based exercises, and that could make a huge difference in your balance and your strength. And it's never too late to start, right? It doesn't matter your age. You can always maybe pick one exercise that we did today and start with that one. Just one exercise that could be added to your exercise routine. Right? So if anybody has some questions, just wanted to allow some time for questions here.
I have a question. If we carry these weights in our hands while walking, does it help in building the muscle?
In the upper body,
No,
yes.
if you have two weights in your hands, and you're walking, you're not lifting the weights up. You just had they're by your sides, in your two hands. Does it
Yeah.
help in building the muscle?
It does. It does help in building the muscle, but mostly the upper body. And that's one thing that we. Oh, sorry. So someone was talking. And that's something that we've learned lately, that most people say, oh, I want to improve my bone density. I'm just going to go hiking and, doing more, weight bearing resistance. But they found that the most successful in building bone and muscle health is resistance training, like the machines and leg press, rowing, dumbbells, if you actually do the exercise. Because
Yes.
that muscle pulling against the bone, that's what creates the bone mineral deposition to get your muscles stronger. That pressure, that's what is more efficient. So you can walk and still have brittle bone.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think that will have much effect, because lifting the weight and doing some exercises with the weights, I think that will help.
It's definitely helpful, but if you want something that could really improve your bone density in your spine and your hips and your legs, muscles, those are the ones that are more prone for breakage if you fall. Resistance training will do better than just walking. You can add weights, yes, and work mostly your upper body, right? So definitely you can continue doing those. But if in terms of improving your bone mineral density, then the other resistance trainings will be more beneficial than walking, even with weights.
Can you improve bone density once the bones are weak? How can you strengthen them? I don't think once the bones become weak and easier to break, they are
Yes,
can
so
reflect you with-
there is nutrition that you can use. There is also medications, infusions to improve your bone
medication.
mineral
Other than that, exercises, will they strengthen the bones? Muscle, maybe, but I don't know about the bone. That's what I want to ask you.
Yes, so resistance training, like getting on a machine, for example, a leg press or a rowing machine where your muscles are pulling and lifting weight and contracting, that muscle and tendon pulling on the bone improves your bone mineral density. But nutrition is also important in that. And some people, if you're very brittle, you might need the assistance of, medication also. But your doctor can also help you with that.
Yeah.
If you do a DEXA scan, and then you can see if you have osteopenia, osteoporosis.
Don't mind,
Someone has their hand open.
yes, can you stop sharing your screen so that they can see you when you're showing stuff? So there you go, perfect. Yes,
Sorry.
Nisha has a question. Go ahead, Nisha.
Yes, what can we do to increase our leg muscles and strengthen the leg, calf muscles and all that?
So the exercises that we did about squatting, standing up and down are important. If you have a band, for example, I was saying the leg press would be an exercise that can help with the bone mineral density, right? And you can use the band resistance and pull, kick out. That builds the quad muscles, the hamstring muscles, right? Squatting, lunges, those are important in improving your leg
Thank you so much.
strength.
Has a question, what exercise is good for arthritis in the hands?
Yes, exercises, rib exercises are good, right? These are good for arthritis.
And if you do
Circles,
the soft ball, you can just the
yes,
press is that
interlocking.
Yeah.
Mhm. Those are important for
right,
arthritis,
Miss Nuri?
most to increase mobility, right? And then what type of arthritis? Is it rheumatoid arthritis, right? Osteoarthritis?
Great.
And maybe one more question?
Yes, we'll take one more question, please. It's a good chance.
Going once.
Yeah. Well, I really want to thank you, Nurys. I hope all of you guys found this session very beneficial. I think there was such great knowledge that you shared with everyone that is helpful. I hope you see the importance of engaging in balance. Nurys, many of our Olivers actually take the Tai Chi class in our local community center here in Anaheim
Yes.
area. Yeah, for 2 hours. So it's a Tai Chi and a balance training. So yeah, we encourage everyone to enroll in a class that's nearby to you, and or an online exercise. These are always great. Oh, somebody mentioned my knees hurt while going upstairs.
God.
Yeah, that's a challenge. Don't take that. No, I'm kidding. So again, strengthening the muscles around your knees can help you with that. And sometimes the steps are very big. It's not that you cannot go upstairs, but maybe start training in the lower steps. There's ways you can minimize the impact on your knee. I don't have something right now to show you how to go up and go down, minimizing strain on your knees. Maybe that's for another class. How to get
Yeah,
up and
yeah,
go and things like that.
yeah. I
But
think
yes, check how
I
you're
think
going up. If you put a lot of all the weight on your knee first versus
right.
putting it on your heel to lift your body weight up on the step, that can make a difference.
Yeah. I think that's one of the key takeaways for me is there's so many actions you showed today we do in our daily lives. It's just doing them mindfully in the correct posture, like getting up and sitting down on the chair, for example. Many people here, when they are in the posture of praying, for example, they're sitting on a chair, they stand up, they sit. So now you can do it a little more mindfully, I think. So thank you. We're at time at 12. Thank you, Nurys. Again, thank you everyone for attending. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you at another Olive program. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Enjoyed the
much.
session.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
All right, of course. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Olive Community Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based in Southern California that provides culturally appropriate services to seniors, their family, and the community. Through its physical and virtual interactive programs, Olive engages participants in a variety of ways that promotes health and well-being. To learn more about Olive Community Services, to get involved, or to make a donation, please visit www.olivecs.org or email info@olivecs.org. Be a change maker, and together, let's live, learn, and thrive.